Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. To throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. First carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now with the play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
They'll set up to throw. Able to locate Wilson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Now, that was kind of interesting. It appears this coaching staff really trusts this rookie early in his career. They want to get him a touchdown here in his NFL debut.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Albert Wilson, a 5-yard touchdown. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Let's go. Grand 38.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Back to throw. Bryant. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here's Bernard, down right around the 25. call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Flex round! Flex round!
Off the play fake. Bryant. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now back out comes the offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, it's Drake. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Let's go! Green!
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw on second down. Bryant. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy. Maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Looking to throw. Bryant. And he locates Josh Hill. Complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Now a carry for Bernard. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, 15 yards, and the Jets are able to strike for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Now let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Steve McClendon coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dylan Donahue, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bryant. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Akeem Spence breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Bryant. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Here we go now. Blue line it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They've got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now Bernard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bryant, the grab made by Curse over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's caught on the left side by Curse. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jermaine Curse, 28 yards. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. The point after try for Gostkowski. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
right back to Drake. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. And he's got some space here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run again on 1st down, Lynch. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bryant. Flushed out right. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And it's 3rd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Found his target. It's Anderson. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Back live here now in Salt Lake City. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. They'll run again with Bernard. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Okay, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's
The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Ohio!
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Again, here's Bernard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll go with a keeper. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. It's their quarterback, making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
But if you do it one bite at a time. That's the way they've got to play this, one play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. Yeah. One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
It's caught, Stills, right side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Wilson snags it left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Kenny Stills, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Here we go now. Boom.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And the Jets have got it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now they try the right side here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now whistles blow here. Play has stopped, and we're going to get a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll run it here. And a nice spin into some open field. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
This will be caught at about the 6. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And they'll go on the ground. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.